everyone. Welcome to Rhonda's Crafty Chaos. Look how cute this little Grinch is. I'm going to show you how to make him from start to finish. And what it is, it's just out of fabric. We hot glued around it and stuffed it. And that's a cute little door hanger you put on your door. Or it could be a wreath attachment also. So let's get started. And if you like what you see today, please subscribe to my channel, like it and comment, and that will bring my channel out to more people and I can grow, and that would be great. This is the pattern I did, and what I did is I took a picture off of Pinterest, and it's a color book picture of the Grinch, and I made it at 8 by 10, and then I took that 8 by 10 and did it in quarters, and then I blew each one of them quarters up to an 8 by 10, and that's what I got right here. So that's how I made this one. This one's kind of the same. The hat is just, I had to make the hat just a little bit bigger, but that's what this one is. So there's two different Grinch faces. There's this one, and then the kind of grumpy one. And the grumpy one is the one we're going to do today. And what you do is you take your tracing paper and you just stick it underneath here, and then just take your pencil and go around and just trace it on there with your pattern, and then you get this, and then we'll just take and cut it out. And this is outdoor, this cloth, canvas. I think it's called duck fabric or something like that. I got it in the outdoor section at Joann's, and it's just a heavier canvas type fabric. It's got some weight to it, so it's a good fabric. I'm thinking if you got just a little bit lighter weight fabric and you put, I'm gonna try it. So don't do it until I try it, but I'm thinking if I put Mod Podge on it and then paint over it, that it might work. This fabric is kind of expensive. It's like, it was $21 a yard, and then it was a 20% off coupon. As you can see, you don't need a whole yard, you know, and you probably need, well, let's see how many inches. I would safely get 17 inches and you'd have plenty. If you wanted to do them as gifts, you know, they're not that, I mean, the only cost you have in it is the fabric. And I think for a quarter of the fabric would only be $7 at the most. So that's not too bad for a piece of fabric for your little Grinch face. You'll probably see, we'll do a lot of these. A lot of people in my area have storm doors, and so they're always asking me, can you do something thinner for our storm doors, because we can't put a big pretty wreath in there, and they hate to put them on the outside of the storm door. So I've seen these and I thought, oh my gosh, this is exactly what we need, but I've never dared to do one until the other day. So, and they were so dang easy, I'm like, what the heck was I waiting for? These were easy as can be. So I will show you guys, and you'll see how easy they are. Just cutting around this little hat now. Once we get it all cut out, we'll start painting. And then I have one already painted because I wanted to be able to draw the face on and everything with you from start to finish. I'm almost done with this little part of the cutting out. Alright, so he's all cut out, all ready to go. And you'll take and push the back side aside because you don't want to get paint on it. And we will start painting him. Alright, so my favorite paint are the colors I want to use for my Grinch. It's two different colors because I just didn't think the one was the right color and the other one was too light. So I used Parakeet and Lime Tree, and I just use equal parts of them. I don't measure it out, I just eyeball it. And glue on there. So, and you'll actually use more paint than you think because it'll soak into this fabric, which you want it to, especially on the sides. You want it to soak in so that they won't unravel on you. Okay, I just throw it in a great big glob and mix it like this. And then if some parts are not super mixed up, that just kind of gives a variation of color on your little Grinch. These are all just basic acrylic paints that we're using. And you just take it, and I really want to concentrate on the edges and get them really soaked with paint. And you're going to want to put a good coat on the inside so you don't see the color of fabric peeking through. You just paint like you do a coloring book. And I just paint his whole face. And probably wondering why I trace the face out on it. You guys probably can't see in the video, but you can, the face does peek through. So you can see your lines. They're not really dark, but you don't need them to be really dark to trace over them. Go around its little fuzzy part on his hat. See, we kind of went over right there. We can cover that up with the white paint, no problem. Also, another thing I was thinking would be really cute on him is where the white is right here. Take my fake fur I have and put some right there for the embellishment part. I love the part of the crafts when you get to really embellish them and add your own touch to them. Okay, so our green is on there, and I think it is pretty saturated. So we will move on to the next color. And let's see. We're going to do the red because we just did the green, and I kind of want it to maybe dry just a bit. So we're going to do the red hat. And this color is just cherry red from Americana. Alright. And I am shocked how simple and easy these are to make. I think the most time consuming is probably cutting them out. See, I got a little bit of red right there from my sloppiness, so we will just cover it up with that white paint. And like I said, really pay attention to your edges because we're going to want to get them really saturated with the paint. This brush is really flipping the paint all over the white. Easy around this. It's kind of sloppy right there, but when we do the white, it'll all come together. Okay, that's done. I'm not sure if it's, we'll try the white. If not, I might have to do it off camera. But I have one already done over here that we're going to go to finish one of these little guys up. But, so this, I'll just go around the little poofy part of it. Really concentrate on the edges. Sound like a broken record, but I think that will really secure your little door hanger to not fray. Just go around your little edges, just kind of take your time. Finish him off really good, and then you're going to have to give it a few hours to dry. If you could put it under a ceiling fan or something and let him dry. And let's just say I'm all done with him. I'm going to set him aside, and I'm going to show you one I've already completed. Set him over there. Paint out of the way. Well, I'll finish him offline. Here's one that I did, and as you can see, when it dries, it'll curl up, but it's just fine, and we will work with that. The only part of him I need to do is his eyes, I need to put some yellow in them. We'll paint his yellow in his eyes, and then we'll get on to the next step. So let me grab mine. Make sure I have this. To go over him just a bit with this. On the one eye, it's just a little bit. Usually you could see it really good, but on this one part of the eye, I really want to. I better not do that. I don't want to ruin it. I'll just go in with my pencil here. And let's see. This is his eyebrow. This is his eye. This is his eyebrow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go. There's his eyeballs. So now we can get in with our paint. And paint. That's a real crappy brush. Paint his little eyeballs in. Giving me a little bit of these scary looking yellow eyes. I can think of so many more door hangers I want to make, because these were so easy. I wish I would have had them done for my fair I just did here in town. But I didn't have time, and I didn't dare start them because I didn't know how I was going to like them, if I was even going to like them. All right. So we will stop right there. That's one coat. And on the eyes, I did 2 coats, but on the rest of it, I just did 1 heavy coat. And so it just didn't need more than that. The eyes, I don't want to gob the paint on, because I don't want to have it look all gobby and ugly. And see how that shrunk? We will work with that and kind of gather it in a little bit and make it a little puffy on the back. Or we could just glue it down in spots, which I'll show you here later, and then we'll just trim it up with scissors. So this is all you do. You just put a little bit of glue around the edge and then just press it. Press it together. And this is how we're putting our little Grinch together. So we've got that much. And just take your time with this part, because you'll want to make sure it's all glued, and just take your time lining it up, making sure everything's lined up really good. And so your piece will look professional and nice. Okay, got that glued down. And as you go, just keep pressing it. Really work that glue into the fibers of that fabric. Oh, and his little, oh, I was thinking this was part of his little hat that I painted, and I forgot to paint the little tassel, but it was just the underside of it. Okay. These little pieces. And sometimes picking it up and going from the back like this, I found is a little easier than trying to glue it from the front. And it has a few little frayed edges, and when we're all done, we'll just trim that up with a pair of good scissors, and it will just look perfect. See how that just trim up the little edges, and it just makes it look so professional. Okay, now we're gonna work on the little furry part of the hat. See, as we just keep going, go all the way around. Right there, I want to make sure that glue really gets into them fibers. Not on my mat, but that's okay. I can just scratch right up. Okay, as we're coming around to this little part, we're going to stuff this as we go, because it's going to be really tough to stuff after we get it all done. So we'll just keep going around really carefully, making sure you get glue on every little edge. Okay, now stop right there and leave that little part open, because that's what we're going to use to stuff the little tassel part here. Pressing the glue down. What we stuff it with is just our regular grocery bags that we get from every store. So I just take a little piece of it, I just cut a little section off, and then we're gonna stuff our little tassel part. It all in there. It's all cute and plump. Okay. After we get it all in there, we'll take our hot glue and do these little corners here. Okay. So that just makes it cute and plumped up. And we're going to fill this part also as we go, because it's going to be kind of tough to, guess I better fill it. Put stuff down. Push that right up in there. Going along, try to get right on the edge of your material here. Stuff that right there. Okay, keep going around. this part is going to be hard to match up. That's why if you lift it up like this, it will help you match up. And you'll have just a little crease right here, which is just fine. Put a little dab of glue right on both sides of it. And as you put your little hanger on the back, you'll never even know it's there. Okay, now we are halfway around. I want to put a little bit of fill up here in this hat, because I think it'll be easier to fill this part of the hat right now. Just continuing along. Bags. You're going to want this to dry pretty good before you start filling it. Got enough garbage sacks in here. It takes a few of them to fill one of these. Probably 8 or 10. These work out really well outside. You're going to want to use just plain acrylic paint and not use chalk paint. Outside it runs a bit, so you don't want your little paint to start running with the moisture in the air. Even if it's on a covered porch, it's still you have the moisture in the air. And to put all the work into one, you're not going to want to have to throw him away because he's looking a little goofy with run paint on him. So just use regular, just the cheap acrylic paint. Want to clean that up, but we'll wait till it's all done. Oh, you know what I should have done? What I need to do? Do his face, but I don't want it stuffed. Silly me. Okay, so we're gonna finish his little face off, and I'm just gonna quickly my little towel. Just do his eyes just a bit more in a few little places. I want it to kind of be dry, but okay. And then what I use to outline him is just a big Jot permanent marker from the Dollar Tree. And I tried the Sharpie marker, and I did not love it as well as I like this Jot marker. The flow on this is just good. The Sharpie marker, I had to go really slow because it kept, the lines weren't that great on it. The lines were really sparse, and you could see exactly right where I was doing it, and this just covers so well, and I can just barely see the line enough to do my marker. A little line there. Okay, now these are his little cheeks. You're just gonna wanna do that. Here's his nose. Do his other cheek. Around his eyes. We want to fill in this part of his eye. And then he has these great, big, massive eyebrows. And you're just going to want to just make them look hairy. Big hairy eyebrows. Like that. And then we'll do this side. Just do big old lines, color them in. Okay, there's his face. Isn't he cute? Just go a little bit around his nose, and you can do a little bit on his I don't like to do the whole line, but I like to do a couple scattered lines. I don't want to put my arm in that paint. Makes it look kind of cartoonish. And any part of the lines that you see kind of look a little light, just go over them again, and it'll just make them look just perfect. So let's finish stuffing him and get him all glued in. This little cheek puffed out, and I think we'll have enough. Maybe one more. One more little bag right here. Okay, you could kind of fill it and make sure that it feels the same on both sides. All right, now we're just gonna glue up the bottom half of this, and we're done with him. You can embellish him, like I said, with the fake fur up here. Put a bow on the top of it, or even on the bottom. Close him up all the way. Like that. Okay. A couple little strings right here. Like I said, we're going to clean up all the edges. Just take a good pair of scissors. There will be a little bit of the material from the back maybe peeking through. just snip it off. I won't go around all the edges right now, but isn't he cute? I think he turned out flippin' adorable. And you just put a little tag right here on the back. And what I did, just take my scissors and snip 2 little spots. And I take a pipe cleaner and go right through there. Come on, pipe cleaner. Usually it just slipped right on through there. Of course, trying to show you guys, it won't. I'll go this way. I'm getting some of that bag in there. I'll get my little clippers here. Go in there and find it. There we are. Okay, and I just like to put my hanger just so it's not quite above this, but on this one I put it a little bit above so that I could hang the ribbon off it. So it's just what you prefer, to hang a ribbon off the top, or maybe we will make this a little bigger and then I'll make her cute ribbon and take a picture of it and show you guys how cute it is with the ribbon on top. And just hang it up like that. Isn't he cute? Easy as can be. That is the little door hanger. Piece right there. There we go. That's the cute little door hanger. We did 2 different versions of the Grinch. This is when he found his heart, and I have a little heart hanging from his hat. I think I might glitter that up too and put a little ball of fur right there to finish this one up. I just love how they turned out. I think they are just too cute. Okay, I'm back. I glued some of this fur on, and look how freaking cute it turned out. I absolutely love the little fur that I glued on it. So there's that one, and then I glued it on him and gave him a cute little bow tie. I just crisscrossed my ribbons. I should have done it online. I'll do another one here in a little bit. But just crisscrossed them, tied them in the middle, and then just stuck a little bulb on top. But I love how that turned out. I love the fur on it. I'm glad I decided to do that. This is another door hanger that we're gonna do. And this is just kind of little whimsical candy cane, but in a Grinch theme. So it's kind of big to show you on the whole screen, but there it is. And I will show you how I made it. This is just foam core board, you get at the Dollar Tree, and I just went around and cut around it. And it doesn't have to be really straight because the fur will take place of the lines. So let's see if we can pop this out of the board. Maybe we'll get it out. off your edges. But like I said, the fur is going to cover it. Oh, and also how I came up with the shape is I just took my Sharpie marker on the full sheet and just drew one big kind of loopy candy cane. And then I just went with the marker again and tried to go the same width around the candy cane. As you can see, I kind of didn't do it there, but I tried to keep the same width all the way around. And so that's how I got the, I'm going to trim this up just a little bit. See how easy it is just to cut. So that's how I got my little candy cane shape. And then I just take this Grinch fur. You can get it by the yard at Joann's, and I just went around it. And then I added some polyfluff to it. So we'll do that. We'll start, and I'm gonna say this is my front, so this is the back, and that's where we'll start with our fur. So let's put it under there. And I want to put a little bit of polyfluff in it, so I'm only going to go halfway, and then I'll fill it up, and then I'll put the other half. So we'll go halfway on this, and this will look really good on a storm door also. It won't be that thick that you wouldn't be able to close the door real good, so it will go in on the storm door also. And on your polyfluff, just kind of fluff it up. When they stuff it in the bag, they just kind of cram it in there, and it kind of loses some of its puffiness. So if you kind of pull it apart, you won't have to use so much, and it won't look lumpy. A lot of people do their projects and their stuff looks lumpy, and it's because they didn't fluff their polyfluff up. So we've stuffed to this far, so we're gonna pull back some of the Grinch hair and do another gob of glue, and then pull this around. And just kind of, if you had a window on your door, you'd want to kind of finish the back of it to make it look good. And see how that just kind of gives it a rounded look. So we'll keep going with our Grinch fur here. And this is the easiest, I think one of the biggest statement for how easy it is that we're doing today. This is, I think, just the cutest little Grinch candy cane tree thing ever. I've seen this on Pinterest, but it must have been shared a few times because I couldn't see who originally made it. So I apologize to whoever did, not giving them credit. But I couldn't find where it originated from. Okay, so I'm gonna pull that up, make sure it's good and full, and then just pinch the fur together. And as we go around these corners, we're going to have to do them in a little bit littler sections to try to get all the corners in there. in the back all covered. Continue around this corner. These corners are not terribly difficult, but they're just a little tricky. You just want to kind of take your time, and the fur is really pliable. It'll move around those corners, and it's stretchy and everything, so that helps a lot. Make sure you don't have any low spots on your fluff. See, it'll kind of dip in there, so we're gonna go up there and kind of fill that little piece in. Because you're gonna want it to look round and fluffy like that. Grab some more. See how that little piece, and you can just fluff it up and make it a big piece. Try to make it as even as you can on the front. Make it so that there's no lumps and bumps and low spots. Hold it for just a second while the glue kind of cools down. It sticks really good. Here we go. Around the corner again. You want to be generous with the glue because you are stuffing it. You want it to stay together. Oh, I already had fluff out. Oh, we'll use it. You notice I'm always back here making sure I've got the whole spot full. We're gonna glue down. It'll be hard to stuff if it's already glued down on both sides. Especially around these corners. Want to stuff as we go. If you guys are liking what you see, please give me a thumbs up. That really helps my page, and also a subscribe if you'd like to, if you like what you're seeing. I sure like doing this, so love to craft. I thought I might as well take you guys along. If I'm gonna craft, I might as well make videos, take you guys along. A little bit further right here. Okay. Just working it around these corners, pulling it so it'll be all nice and tight, not super tight, but just tight enough that you'll be able to see the rounded edge. There might be some little holes like this that we might have to just take a little piece and put it in there, which is not a big deal. And most of the time you couldn't even tell that it was done. Okay. This is a little bit tricky around these tight corners, but just do it the same way. Just kind of a little bit at a time. Let your glue dry. How cute that's looking. Just wanted to make sure it was all looking puffy still. Really tight spot here. Just kind of bring it up around that corner, right there. Fluff that up, and it's making a great big old knot there. A hard spot. You want it to be nice and fluffy. There you go. This going around this kind of crazy corner there. Sure, yeah. Just want to make sure that you can still see the swoop. Some more in there. We are on the downhill side of it. Pull that up, pull that. Take our scissors and whack that off. And we could just take little spots of this. Find our little bare spot here. glue it right down in there. Now that just lays right down in there, and you'd never even know that you had a little bald spot there. Make sure you get all the little edges down. Okay, there it is. There's our cute little thing. And you just take a bulb hang a bulb from this little thing right here. How I just hung that bulb. I just took it and just glued a little piece back here, and then I just glued some fuzz on top of it, and then you just make just a little bow. I'll show you how I made it. So I take and I want to hang it down, have a hang down, and you do it, I like to do it about 17 inches, 18 inches, and then you just gather your stuff up, and then you twist, and then you make your loop as big as you want. Then you gather it back up again, and then you'll twist it and gather it up again, so you have both like that. And then if you want the little bump in the middle, I just take it and you gather it up again, and then you just cut them off like that. And then you just take your pipe cleaner, stick it up through there, and then on the back, just take it and give it a good tight twist right there like that. And that's your cute little bow. You're just gonna put on right here. I like mine kind of going up so I can curl these going down like that. And then I'll just hang my bulb right here, but I forgot to grab one. Oh, here's a big one. Put that big one on the back of it. I'll just take and put a little bit of glue right there, and then just use the little hang tag from the bulb itself. Put it through. Make sure glue's dried. See how cute that is? And if you want the white dots on it, just take your foam brush, those brown foam brushes, put it on there with paint, and then just get a little bit of glitter and put on it. But that just turned out so cute, and it was so easy. I need to get a longer tie so I could tie this on. Or I might just I might just do that. It wouldn't hurt to glue him on. I can cut these off. I'll just put a wad of glue. Get another glue stick though. Put a good wad of glue on there. And glue it right down. And I like to take these and kind of curl them. Isn't that cute how that turned out? I love it. I've got some more Grinch ideas for you. We're going to do some cute ornaments. I've got a few down here. Let me grab them. With my cute Grinch ornaments. This is one, and all I did with this, isn't it cute? Just a little fuzz ball that you could put on your tree. I just took just a piece of that fur that I got, and just a regular bulb, and I'm just gonna wrap it and glue it and And that's about all you do. These are just simple but really super cute ideas you can do for your Grinch tree. There's Grinch ornaments out there, but I don't think they're nothing as cute as these. And they don't have to be super symmetrical, you know, they don't have to be really round. Make sure you get all your pieces glued down, top and bottom, like that. And then I just took these little hearts that you get on Valentine's Day. Just take the skewer out of them, put a dab of glue on the back, find your top, here's your top, and glue your cute little heart on there. And that makes your cute little ornament. And then I just took these little chenille stems I had, just because they look cute for the Grinch theme. And I just take it and put it through just about a ½ inch, give it a twist, and then put your top, bend your top over. So I'm going to make a bunch of these for my tree. I'll show you guys my tree when I'm done. These are another little, I just took the chenille stem like this and took my Sharpie marker and just went around like this. And then I fluffed them out, and then I just glued these little balls that you get from, these are from Hobby Lobby, but you can get them from the Dollar Tree also. And I just glued them on the end, and then just a few throughout. And then for this stick, I'm going to take another chenille stem and just kind of start going around and kind of going in between these and covering that stick up so they look a little more finished. And you go down, and about this far is about all you're going to see, because you're going to poke them in the tree going this way. So one chenille stem should work. And then just put a little dot of glue. And there you go. There's a cute little, whoops, a cute little idea. This one I just used the green bulbs, and I'll put another chenille stem around that. My pencil holder just dropped. I'll pick it up when we're done. So just take it and go around. A little thing, skewer, dab of glue, and that Grinch hair gets on everything. Once you start with the Grinch hair, you'll have Grinch hair in your house for weeks. Okay, there's another cute little idea like that. And this one I did, and I'm just going to poke these in my tree and let them kind of flop around and that. But I left it end right here, and I'm going to wrap it around the branches. And then these will be just like little funny things coming from the top of my tree, and then just on the inside of my tree, or throughout the tree. It's going to have these little things like this. And how I did them, I'm not sure where she got this, but it's just a roll of wire that's covered with like a crochet piece on it. My friend Vicky gifted it to me, and I'm not sure where she got it, but any kind of wire, even pipe cleaners, I just take them in about 18 inches, 16, 18 inches. I just get it, and I shouldn't use my scissors to do that, but that's what I had. And I just take and I twist, I double up this so that it's just a little stronger. The fur's kind of heavy, but not terribly heavy. Let's see if I've got some. Here's some fur. We'll just cut us a little piece. You don't need a whole lot for this because you're just going to wrap it around. And if you guys when you cut your fur, cut it from the back, and there's a little tiny, not membrane, but little tiny piece of fabric back here that you cut, and look, and it doesn't give you so much of the fur. So when you're cutting any kind of faux fur or any kind of minky that's really hairy like this, cut it from the back like this, and it might save on some of the shedding. It won't shed nearly as much. It'll still shed some. And then I start here at the top where I bend it over, and then I take this piece, and then I'll lay it right there and fold it over so it covers the whole top. And then you just start twisting. You just take your fabric and you just make sure you cover everything and kind of push it up, and you just keep twisting. Try to keep your fabric going the same direction. You know, the middle of the fabric is next to the thing, and then you just keep twisting and twisting and twisting, and as you get to the bottom, just take another little bead of glue right there and twist it right on, and you're done. You're done with your fluffy little thing, and you could fluff it up like that. I just take mine and roll it in my hands, make a crazy little loop. You could put a bulb on the top of it like I did on this one. Oops, where's my bulb? I think it fell. It must have fell. Anyway, I had a bulb on one of them. Here it is. I have put a bulb on that one, and just a heart. I'm going to put a heart on the one that we just did. I don't even know which one we did. I think it was this one. And cover up that spot that didn't get covered. But aren't these cute? Cute little ideas for your Grinch tree. So, anyway, like I've said a couple of times, if you really like what you see, please hit that subscribe button and the like button. Leave in the comments what you'd like me to do next. If you have any questions, I will answer your comments, and just have fun. Just have fun with these cute little ornaments. I think my Grinch tree is going to be rocking this year. I can't wait to get it done. So I hope you liked what you've seen, and I will get busy on something else, and we will do some more fun projects. Thank you guys.